Okay guys, today we're going to talk about the open loop scrubber system which is present on most of the new container ships. We're just going to go through the very basics here. So yeah, I will start. So normally you have seawater coming to the suction of the pumps. You have pumps pumping that seawater to the lower chamber here and to the upper chamber. You have different sections of nozzles, each isolated by these valves that you see here. And for the lower chamber you have two pumps, same for the upper chamber, and then you have a fifth pump. This one can be used either as a standby in case one of your pumps fail for the lower chamber or the upper chamber, or it can be used for demister cleaning. The demister is present somewhere here, and for cleaning the system opens this valve on top and it just flushes out all the deposits from the demister. So this cleaning is generally done automatically by the system every 200 hours, but if you want to do it manually, you can also go to modes. You can switch to manual and then you can open this valve manually and just do it yourself if you need it. So you have two different settings here for the scrubber. One is 0.5 sulfur and the one in ECA, that is 0.1. These things can be selected from the screen here, and the system will automatically go to the set points that are needed for that particular area. If you see now, it is in ratio control and we are at global 0.5. So if you see, it's maintaining these ratios, 16, that is the set point, and the alarm you would get at 21. The same for ECA, the alarm is at 4 and then it usually keeps it around 3. These ratios are calculated here. There is an analyzer at the top which is measuring the SO2 and CO2, and you can see the values here. The same for water. The inlet has a water monitoring unit at the inlet which is measuring turbidity, pH of the water, temperature and the PAH. For wash water that is going out of the scrubber, there is another unit here which is measuring pH, PAH and the turbidity. These two valves are the drain valves from the scrubber. So all the seawater that's going to wash this exhaust gas, it goes out through these two big valves overboard. For safety, you also have these level switches. In case any of your valves fails to open, or sometimes it's happened where the disc on the butterfly valve has broken and water has accumulated inside. In that case, you will get level alarms on these sensors and you will have a shutdown of the scrubber. Going to automatic and manual control of this system, ideally it should be in auto. So all you have to do is press start or stop. It will open the valves, it will open the nozzles by itself depending on the set points. These set points you can see here in nozzle set points. So these settings, for example, if you see RV01, that is this valve, the setting is 0%. That means that when the design load of the scrubber is 0, not the main engine load, is the design load of the scrubber. When it's 0, it will open these nozzles. So that means the pumps will not start in auto if this valve does not open. The same goes for other units. So you have 03, 04 at different percentage. These you can change manually when you are running the system in manual. Usually when the system is running in auto, it will follow the ratio control. So it will see what the ratio is and accordingly it will either open more nozzles or it will increase the pressures on the upper chamber or the lower chamber that you can see here, right? So you can see the set point going up if it's not able to maintain. Here you can see set point, and then if the ratio is still increasing, it will keep increasing this pressure higher and higher till it can maintain the set point. In case you need to run the system in manual, you have to go to scrubber modes. You can put the system in manual, and then you have to do everything by yourself. You have to open the drain valves first. You have to open RV01 first. Then you go to pumps. You have to put it in manual. You have to start. And then after the pump has started on idle, you can put it to auto. Then what it does is it takes the set points, these set points, and it will start keeping the set points and adjust the frequency of the pumps accordingly. Right now you can see it's disabled. You can't see or change these pump settings because it's running in auto. To see it, you have to go out of ratio control, and then you can see what the set points are. So upper chamber at global, it will maintain 1.8 bars, and at the lower it will maintain 1.8 bars. The same thing for the nozzle set points. So when you have an increase in load and you want to open another set of nozzles, you can just lower this design load and then it will open that nozzle. So this way, either with changing the pressure or changing the design load at which the different sections of the nozzles open, you can also regulate manually. In case you have a failure of the monitoring unit or the water monitoring unit, and you can't see exactly what ratio you have or what pH you're putting out, then what you have to do is you have to make a record in the logbook, and you can follow these set points. So you can go through at what percentage of load, but this is main engine load, how much flow of seawater you need for the scrubber. So if you follow these, you can still be under compliance. These flow values you can see from here, what is in the lower chamber and the upper chamber. You add them and then you should be around there. So this is how usually it works. To see all the values, you can go here and see how we are doing. If you have any questions, if you want to know more about any other machinery, please let me know. I will try to do my best. Thank you.